Hey lovely ones, hope you're really well and hanging in there. Energies have been a little bit strange and tough the last few weeks, so hope you're doing well. We have a massive life-changing event coming up this weekend, which is the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, so the union of those two planets. And I wanted to just do a bit of a reading just to see how that's going to impact us all, because I think that this is going to be a life-changing alignment where we're open to massive change and massive transformation and what's possible for us. So I'll jump into that. I'll get a couple of overview cards and we'll go into some questions. But if I know it's only a new YouTube channel, but if you are liking it, please subscribe and select the notification button just to support me, and let me know if you're enjoying the videos. So, you know, the formats that you like and the cards that you like, just so I know if I'm on the right track. So thanks everyone, appreciate all your support. All right, so Pluto and Jupiter. Okay, so major shifts this year. We have 3 conjunctions happening this year with those two planets. They're both masculine energy planets, so it's forcing us to move into action and take action for the things that we need to change. Let me just get a couple of energies for the overall reading. So we've got unexpected, number 48. Well, oops, and you want to come out too. Alternative, that one came out when I was preparing the cards earlier as well. Yeah, and I think this is going to be the theme for this. It's really going to be about things coming up that you didn't anticipate would have such an impact on you. With Pluto coming in, apologies, it's like a dark night of the soul in a way. It brings in a balance of power and change, even if you are absolutely not ready for it. So it's going to push your buttons, and I think this is going to be the unexpected component that's going to be coming in. The alternatives is potentially more around what Jupiter can bring. So, you know, what makes me happy and confident and successful, and what are those alternatives that I need to start looking at? With people working from home at the moment, there seems to be a massive shift around, you know, people actually taking the time and saying, what makes me happy in my life? Because it doesn't seem to be the things that they were doing in the past. And, you know, with this union of these two planets, these sort of things will come up and force you into a position where you have to change. And, you know, things that you're not wanting to change in the past will be changed for you, and you will have to just deal with the aftermath. So, you know, it's a good time to think about, just before this conjunction, of setting your intentions of what you need to get rid of and what you need to manifest, which is new for you. So what I'm thinking for this reading is I'm going to go into what will be your Pluto themes as part of this conjunction. So in other words, what needs to be transformed and changed? And I'll get an oracle card, and then we'll get some clarifiers with tarot as well. All right, so let's have a look and see what needs to be changed, please, as part of this transformation. Let's have a look. Okay, listen to your intuition. Yeah. So we're obviously going through a spiritual enlightenment at the moment, and we're trying to work out, you know, exactly where we're at with things, and listening to ourselves. And it's quite interesting. I had a conversation with someone about this today. Is they were saying, well, you know, I'm trying to listen to the news and I'm listening to this and you know, I'm trying to work out what's happening with these people on Twitter and social media and blah, blah, blah. And it was more around, you know, take the time and listen to yourself, because the guidance that you get from yourself is the only guidance that you're going to need. And there's a lot of fear and negativity in the media, and there's a lot of, you know, what they would call fake news or false claims or just fear in general. And we don't want to be caught up in that sort of energy as part of this transition comes. And I think, you know, as part of the ascension of the planet, we are stepping into this new mode where we're more conscious of who we are as a soul being rather than what we are in this material world. So let's get some clarifiers on this. What else is going to come up for you with the Pluto aspects? I won't do reversals today, actually. All right, Page of Swords. Yeah, yeah, the truth will come out. You know what, this is something else that came up very strongly for me, was if you've been lying and dishonest about certain things, this is the time to be honest and be truthful about it, because it will come out eventually, and it will come out in a way that is not serving to you, because when you continue to do that, it needs to teach you a lesson of, you know, of speaking your truth with honesty and integrity. And, you know, sometimes people don't actually like what you want to say to them. Sometimes it's confronting, but if you speak with love and compassion in your heart, most people will be okay with it. So we've got the Page of Cups coming up. Okay, so we've got some messages coming through here. What are your messages from Spirit saying to you about your truth, about what you love? Let's get another one. And about changing your life, changing your patterning, changing your belief system. Where are you at with all this sort of stuff? What is it that is not serving you? Because this is going to come to the forefront. This is the stuff that will bring up in such a way that will really impact you on your day-to-day. Last year we had 2019, the Saturn and Pluto triggering, and that was bringing up a lot of fear and anger and lack of trust and a lot of delays and separation. And a lot of us found that in 2019 we were struggling with putting our boundaries up. And I think this is a tester to see, where have you put your boundaries up? You know, where are you listening to yourself more? Where are you speaking your truth with love and compassion and making those changes to that alternate lifestyle? Yeah. That brings you the wish fulfillment that you need. Yeah. Yeah, we've had a heavy burden, a lot to carry with this load. So looks like Pluto is saying to speak to yourself, connect with your I am presence, connect with your higher self, or whatever your belief system is. The other thing I want to talk about just quickly before I go into the next part is making sure that we're all connecting with our I am presence, or our belief system, our higher self, on a daily basis. Please get into the habit of grounding yourself, white lighting yourself. I always violet flame myself for protection, and it's really a good space to be in on a daily basis if you can get into the habit of meditating, even 5 minutes a day. But you'll find that you'll have a much better connection with your soul, you know, with your I am, your presence, your true being, your true you. So, and this is when your intuition and your messages will come out. All right. Okay, Okay, so let's look at the Jupiter theme. So as part of this conjunction, so what is the success and the balance, the purpose things that will need to come up, that we need to address as part of this? Ground yourself. I was just talking about this. Okay. Ground yourself. So, and this is what I find about, it's come up recently around masculine energy. So there's been a lot of intuition here. There's been a lot of feminine energy in all of us coming out, where we're thinking about how we're connecting, what we're doing, you know, our spiritual side, you know, and now is the time to put that into action. So what are you doing to ground yourself and to bring those intuition, that energy into fruition? Okay. It's funny, this has come up under the Page of Swords, which is the Seven of Swords, which is all around deceit and sneaky behavior. So where in the past have you been not truthful with someone? And where is it that you need to speak your truth with love and compassion to that person? So make it right. Whatever it was that is weighing on your mind, and I know this is potentially specific to one or two people, and you know, as always guys, if this doesn't resonate, it's not the reading for you, so I won't take it personally. But yeah, someone is in their head. Now this could potentially be a relationship with the cups, but someone is not sleeping at night. They have a lot on their mind in relation to the deception and deceit, and not speaking their truth, and not being grounded in their decisions and their actions in relation to this. So let's see what else we got. Yeah. They're wanting to come through with some sort of a solid offer, but they kind of don't know how to do it, and they're taking their time. This could be a change, a major shift in a relationship. So something that has changed, like if you're potentially in a situation where you're not in a happy relationship and you're not feeling grounded, you're not feeling attached to yourself, then what is it that you need to look at, and how do you need to speak your truth in relation to that? And look towards your wish fulfillment, because we have one row here that is your intuition, and more so your feminine side of things, as the dreamer, as, you know, being the best that you can be, connected to yourself, speaking your truth, acting with love and your messages of love and integrity, making the change, and being in your wish fulfillment and the true being of who you are. And your reality is actually a lot different. So I think it comes back to, who are you putting forward? Is that the best version of you? And what do you want your life to look like in the new world? And how do you make that happen? So, you know, get into your masculine mode, get into your action mode. I know this has come up for a lot of people, including myself recently, about, you know, how do we move into masculine? How do we move into the action? Because some things can potentially be a little bit daunting going down this path. So, you know, let's try and work through this all together collectively, and let's all get to a spot where we're living in our best universe, so our best lifetime. All right, let me just do one more and then I'll wrap it up. It's let's just talk about what potentially Spirit wants you to know about this union, this planet union, Pluto, Jupiter, and you know, what could potentially be triggering you as part of this. Okay, let's just get one more. This one here. Okay. Experience rebirth. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, seriously. All right. So what Spirit wants you to know is that it is time. It is time. You know, number 12, my favorite number. You cannot live in this mode of not being in your truth anymore. You know, you have to make the change. The change has to happen within you before it can happen with anyone else. So now's the time. Take accountability. Be the best person that you can be. Understand what needs to change and what needs to shift. So let's get some clarifiers for that. Yeah. Speak your truth. Come out with that offer. New beginnings. You know, if you're gonna make these changes, do it with honesty and integrity. And, you know, work out where is it in your life that you haven't been honest, whether it's you being honest with yourself or you being honest with other people. Where have you not been honest? It seems to be a pattern for the reading. Ground it. Ground your ideas. This is back on this line here. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've had the Knight, Page and King. A lot of earth energy here. So ground it. Where do you need to ground these ideas, these concepts, yourself? You know, are you just sitting in a space where you're thinking of, you know, where do you need to make these changes in your life? And let's be honest about this. Some of these changes are not going to be easy, but it's better if you initiate them and do them on your own terms than, you know, for Pluto to come in and go, well, you know, we've given you time to do this and you're just not doing anything. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this is around home and family. What changes do you need to make at home? Where is your life? Yeah, new beginnings. So where is your life needing to be? And why is your situation at home a lot different to what you're anticipating? Very, very interesting. All right, guys. I'm just going to get a couple of flower oracle cards just to get a little bit more guidance for us all on the path. And, you know, how we navigate through this weekend with this conjunction. Let's see what we've got here. I'll take that one, thank you. Fuchsia, true feelings. Within you is all you need to know. So you can't make this stuff up, really. Go back to your intuition, stay grounded, and make the changes. Rebirth those changes, make them happen. You know all of this stuff. It's all inside you. Your guidance comes from within, from your beloved I am presence or your higher self, your belief system. It doesn't need to come from anyone else. You know, in particular, society in general or the media. We don't need to take our guidance from that. I'm not saying be reckless and crazy, you know, but I'm just saying take your guidance for who you are from you, because you know, bird of paradise, self-acceptance, you are so much more. Exactly. What are you living? Why are you living this lifetime? That is not your truth. That is not your truth. And, you know, I'm getting the feeling that there's a lot of cards coming up here in relation to honesty and truth. And one of the things is, you know, how can you start being truthful to yourself? Because, you know, you're mirroring out your behavior is what you're getting back as well. So understand it needs to start within. One final one and leave these guys. Red rose, courage, be brave, be strong and believe. Absolutely. It's major energy shifts at the moment, as I said, and we're all going through this transformation period. What is it that you need to look at? And you know, moving your life around can be quite difficult, and you're going to need to be brave, and you're going to need to be strong and have courage throughout this. So hang in there, guys. Let's get through this weekend. We have a super full moon in Libra coming up next week, so I will do a reading on that as well. That's going to impact relationships in general, so it feels a bit like we're being hit one after the other at this point in time. We're definitely getting the messages that some things will have to shift. So anyway, hopefully you're all well. Look after yourself. Lots of love, guys. Bye.